Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Yes, me.
Hi my loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. It's your girl Kella. To see how I created the look from the very first clip, please stay to the end of this video. To start off, I am using my super slim eyebrow pencil from Absolute New York in the shade Smoke. I am going to outline the bottom of my eyebrows, and using hair-like strokes, I am going to fill out my eyebrows to my desired shape. Guys, you could use your preferred eyebrow gel to keep your eyebrow hairs into place. I prefer to use the Duo Clear Lash Glue on mine. Then I go in with a flat concealer brush to clean up my eyebrows. I'm using a mixture of the LA Girl Concealer shade Warm Honey and Ruby Kisses Cream Contour Palette Medium Dark. I mix these two to get my light concealer shade. Then I go in with a foundation that is one shade darker than my skin tone for the end of my eyebrow and beginning of my eyebrow. With tapping motion, I am going to blend firstly the lighter concealer shade, and guys, be mindful that this video is in 2x speed, so it's not going to look like I am tapping. However, you're just going to go up down to blend that concealer with tapping motion. Now that I have switched blending brushes for the darker concealer shade, I am going to go in with inward tapping motions. So I like to blend the darker concealer into my lighter concealer shade, if that makes sense. So guys, if you prefer using a beauty blender, you can do that. Please use whatever tool that you are comfortable with. So I'm blending the darker concealer into the lighter concealer. Now I'm going in with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer to prime my face. Now I'm tapping into one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. This is the B8 Studio Neutral palette. Just to add some warmth to my eyelids, I'm combining two nude shades and blending it out. Whenever I add any dark brown eyeshadow to my eyelids, I bring it very close to my nose to begin the contouring process for my nose. Now I wanted a pop of color, so I went in with my neon pigment eyeshadow powder and added it to my bottom lash line. Now I really want to show you guys how I do my base, because I do not like to add product on top of product on top of product. So I go in with that combination for my concealer from earlier, and I use it in all the areas that I wish to conceal, which is my forehead, under my eyes, my chin, and my nose. I like to let my concealer sit for a bit. So whilst my concealer is just sitting on my face, I like to go in with my contour. And this contour palette that I'm using is from Ruby Kisses. It is not the same palette that I use to combine my concealer. This one is in the shade Dark. I am going to contour my face how I like it, so you can do what you prefer or whatever you're comfortable with. Now I'm going to blend out my concealer, and again I'm using tapping motions, and I'm just going to blend out that concealer. Blend like my life depends on it until I see that it is how I want it to be. Now, it may look crazy, but hey, you might just have to trust the process. Throughout this whole recording, I was having problem with adjusting my lights. It was just a bit too bright and I just couldn't figure it out. So now we're just going to blend out our contour, and again, hey guys, we're going to be blending like our life depends on it. So we're just going to blend. That's it. Now going in with my Fit Me Maybelline foundation in the shade 334, I'm going to add foundation to the areas of my face that have not received any products. So I'm not putting any product over products. We're just going to be filling in the gaps, basically. To blend out my foundation, I love to use a damp beauty blender, and I'm just going to blend the foundation in the areas where I have placed it, and I'm also going to be using the beauty blender to go over my whole face to just blend everything out. Now I'm using the Malibu Divine Prism palette, and I'm using the bronzer shade to just bronze up my face. I'm also going to be using one of the blush to add some blush to my face. Going back in with that black opal setting powder, and I'm just going to set the area where I placed my foundation earlier. Now back into the PH Cosmetic palette, and we're going to be using one of the shimmer shades to highlight my face. Now I'm using the Nicka K lip pencil to outline my lip. I'm not too sure what shade this one is in, but it's dark brown. And guys, I lost the footage of me showing how I do my lip. However, I recorded 3 times after noticing, and every time I did the recording I lost the footage, so I'm not too sure what happened there. So the products that I used for my lips I'll be showing in the next clip. And thank you guys so much for staying till the end of this video. Give this a thumbs up, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.